Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's Partner Spotlight with Keyla Katz. Now, Keyla has an amazing story. I'm so excited to interview her. She has only been in business 3 months and has grown very rapidly and also grown a huge following on TikTok, has millions of views on her videos, over 300,000 followers. So she's been able to do all of this while working full time and raising 2 children. So remember, make sure if you have questions that you ask them live. We'll be taking questions at the end. Kayla's got so much great knowledge to share with us and very quickly has grown and learned a lot of things. So Kayla, thank you so much for being here today.
No, thank you guys for having me.
So tell me, what made you get started in this business? Like, why this business?
The credit restoration, I feel it's very important. I think one of the biggest failures in our education system today is that they don't speak about it enough. So, if you're anything like me, you were just thrown into this. You didn't understand credit. You didn't understand why you were denied this credit card. But no matter what you did, you couldn't get it up. So I felt it was really important, to start teaching people this. That's the main thing.
It is. And, when I was talking to you, I saw a lot of similarities between, some of the things that you were saying and some of the things that the last partner that we interviewed, Shonda, that she'd said, because it's a lot about, educating your audience and then naturally, they'll reach out to you. And you've done that really well, but you stumbled by this by accident. Tell us that story, because that story is fascinating.
The which one, I'm sorry?
How you started doing all the videos onto TikTok, like how that happened.
Oh yeah, so like anyone, you downloaded TikTok because you were bored. It was quarantine, you had nothing to do in the house. So I downloaded it. I was convinced I was going to be a viral dancer. But in the meantime, I was able to see a lot of different content, right? From mortgages, loan originators. One stumbled upon me about credit, and then I had a conversation with a close friend. And, they were like, well, you explain it really good, because I was able to help some friends rebuild their credit. And I'm like, no one's going to watch this. Nobody cares about this. So I did one video of how I bought a house. And in that series, I stressed the importance of credit. Like, step one in buying a house is you got to fix your credit. You want to build it as much as you can before you go and, go further with it. And I think I broke it down into a way that it was good response, and I just kept going from there.
And so that first video, was that the first video that got a ton of views?
Yeah. So
viral, right?
Yeah, that one was in May. That was my first viral video of how to buy a house. And then I did like an 11-part series on the entire process, with the beginning videos solely talking about credit.
Wow. So now that you've had, your business for about 3 months, you've got about 90 clients that you've signed up in that amount of time. What are some of the biggest challenges that you faced as this is all happening? Because it sounds like it all happened kind of fast, and you're still working full time.
Mm-hmm. So one of the challenges, it's several, right? So in the first month, I did not require a monitoring service. That is a big no-no to anyone starting. Is you need a monitoring service and you need smart credit. I used to just let them send me via secure attachment their credit reports through annual credit, and then I would manually enter it into my CRM software. When you do that, you can't track the progress. You don't get the scores. So challenge number one, don't do that. So then I had 80% of my clients with smart credit. So it was balancing those two. And then the second challenge is, trying to meet the demand. As you stated, I still am full time with my first job. So this my business is pretty much after hours, so 5 p.m. and on. Meeting the demand, as much as I want to, try to catch up, I want to be realistic with myself. So I'm doing as much as I can at a pace where I feel that I will still bring value and keep the value with my current clients.
Right. That's another thing that is really important to grasp as you're growing your business, right? A lot of times, you want to get as much business as possible, but you also have to be realistic with the kind of bandwidth that you have and your processes, right? Because the first challenge that you experience is, you were missing a key piece of the process that now you figured out that you need. You've added
Yeah.
smart credit. And I'm sure as you continue to grow, there's other processes that you're going to have to implement to make sure that you can streamline it, because the worst thing that could happen is you get too overwhelmed and now the service suffers and now the clients aren't getting their value and nobody's happy. You're stressed, they're stressed, everybody's fighting. That's not good. You want to grow at a pace that keeps everybody happy and pretty much keeps you sane, right?
Right, for sure. Mm-hmm.
So are you planning on what's your plan for the future as you grow your business? Are you gonna continue to work full time and have this be, kind of part time, or are you looking to go full time here in the near future?
Yeah, so definitely I'm going to go full time with my business. It's just about being strategic with my job right now. This is going to be a life changing event, and I want to be prepared for it. I just don't want to just do it. I want to get all my ducks lined in a row. So I am going to be full time very soon with my business.
Right. So why did you choose TikTok as your main avenue?
TikTok. With TikTok, I feel it's a very growing platform right now. I think it's one of the biggest. And it's more than just, viral dances. You learn a lot from mortgages, loan originators, finance, beauty tips, everything. And I saw, after certain videos that there was great response to things that they don't teach you. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, this is a demand that I want to try to meet. I want to try to help people learn more about this.
Yeah, when I first heard about this, and I was like, I didn't know that you could do educational videos on TikTok. I thought it was all just dancing. I had no idea. Like, you've literally built a business in 3 months, and you've gotten most of your traffic from TikTok, right?
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Crazy. So would you say you're at a place right now where you really can't take any more clients on until you hire more help?
Absolutely. And, that's one thing that, up and coming professionals, don't be ashamed. You have to know what you can handle and what you can't handle. You want to get proper staffing, more resources, generate a solid team before you just say yes to everyone, because, then your business is going to suffer.
Absolutely. So when you first started down this path, were you thinking, I'm going to start creating these videos, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to turn it into a business, or did it just kind of grow organically into that?
It definitely grew organically. I thought I was just going to just give all these tips and tricks on TikTok. Never in a million years did I think I would be able to generate a full business with it. So I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah, I think a huge lesson in your story, right, is the fact that you can go out there, you can basically create content, and if your content is good, it's of high value and high quality, because initially you weren't necessarily looking to start a huge business and sell this, right? You really just gave value. It was genuine, it was authentic, it was from the heart, and it resonated with people, and it resonated so much that it turned into a business. I think that's a really key lesson from your story that we can take away. Keyla, what would you say would be some other key lessons that you've learned that you would tell somebody that's just starting out, perhaps somebody that's in your position? They have a full-time job, they want to start this business, but it seems like there's just not enough hours in the day. What would you say to the partners that are just starting out?
Yeah, so definitely go with your gut. If you feel you have a great idea, a great business idea, go for it. Just be really strategic with it. Don't quit your job day one just because you thought of the next big thing. Line up all your finances, line up all these things, because it's life changing. The second thing I would think is to be open to learning, right? So our last partner, Shonda, I absolutely love her content. I'm always on her YouTube, and she was one of the main reasons that I actually started this as well. You know, I learned a lot.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, so I learned a lot from Shonda, and you know, you just keep, you know, feeding yourself, you know, a lot of valuable knowledge, and you know, so you can grow and be the best at what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to do a little bit of a contest now. I want to hear from you guys. Well, first of all, I want to hear from you guys any questions that you have for Keyla. I did see a question come in, and I can't see your name, but it says in here, how can I become a co-brander? So basically, reach out to your account rep. They'll be able to give you some information. We've got a great promotion going on for September, where basically, you know, you sign up as a co-brand and you sign up 20 clients over the next 2 months, then you get your setup fee back. So that is going to end tomorrow. So reach out to your account rep. They'll be able to help you out with that. And if anybody else has any more questions, now would be the time to let us know. Also, okay, thank you. Your name is Salima. Perfect. So also I have a contest. So I want you guys to let me know what is the biggest thing that you've learned from what we've talked about so far. And whoever gives us the best answer is going to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So write in your answers, take your time. And while everyone's doing that, Keyla, tell us how Smart Credit has helped your business. What's the value that we've been able to give you as you've been scaling very, very quickly?
Smart Credit is everything, right? You know, not only does it give you your credit reports and scores, it gives your clients something that they can use post credit repair. You know, they want to monitor their stuff, their credit, you know, their reports, and you know, it gives them the tools, you know, for when they're done, you know, with your service. They have great tools from to being able to dispute directly with the creditors and to see their score master, all these things. Really, really, really useful.
So we have a lot of questions coming in now. So let me look in here. So are you doing any TikTok paid advertising?
Paid advertising, I've had one, but I'm not, I don't say yes to everything. So there was one that I really actually used the product before. So yeah, but others, I really have to be 100% behind it to accept.
Oh, I see. So I'm not sure if they meant this. I think they might have meant if you're doing any paid ads on TikTok, like to get more traffic to your video.
No.
But now we know that you're not doing any really promotional sponsored advertising where people pay you. So no ads. This has all been organic pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, what platform do you use for credit repair software?
I use Credit Admins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then tips and tricks for you guys. If you guys want to grow on TikTok, use a trending song and no hashtags. A lot of people, they just put the FYP for You page. Just make it directly to what your video is about. So if you guys go to my videos, most of them are like credit repair. Just one or two is fine. You just want to be direct of what you're talking about in the video. Otherwise, it's going to be grouped in to 1 billion people or who are putting FYP. So I learned that.
Gotcha. And so let's see. How do you explain to your clients why the Vantage scores are reflected as opposed to FICO, which is what mortgage lenders look at?
Yeah, so I always say, and I give the huge disclaimer that, you know, the Vantage scores, you know, are not your FICO, right? Your mortgage lenders, you know, any other lender is going to look at your FICO, but I always say it's a good estimate of what it could be. It could be a little higher, it could be a lower. As long as you know what range you're in, you know, you're good to go. If you want to go to the next step to get your FICO scores from like my FICO, absolutely. But as long as I give them the disclaimer, all my clients are fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, the Vantage scores, I mean, they're all calculated differently, but they're all within a few, points of each other. So if you lift on one side, it's going to lift on all the other ones. Just, you want to know exactly how much, then you've got to check the other one. Let's see, how long before you decided, so how long before just getting knowledge did you decide to start charging?
Did I start charging? I just started charging like 2 weeks ago. Everything used to be free. I used to give free consultations, like 30 to 45 minutes. I did it since June. It wasn't until I found myself not sleeping that I'm like, okay, I need to at least just put in the time for the consultation. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got a lot of great comments coming through. We've got somebody here that says that you've actually helped them a lot, Keyla. I think we've got some of your fans on here. And then we've got, all right, so I've seen several of the answers coming in for the contest. So I'm going to need you to pick someone here, just one person. Okay. So we've got, okay, let's see. Oh, so here's someone that says they learn to be more creative with marketing through you.
Oh.
Are you able to see the comments?
I am not.
Okay, so I'm going to read you some of these. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see where they start. Sorry, guys. There's so many comments coming in. All right, here's the first one. Make sure you have credit monitoring and require your clients to maintain it throughout the process. Ensure you have a proper service. Let's see, another one. The purpose, I really like this one. The purpose of being authentic and passionate. Start off giving knowledge and presenting value to your audience. Definitely use a credit monitoring system while starting off. Make the choice to begin, stay consistent, keep studying and improving your craft with helping others while referring the smart credit program.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. And last one here, it's being the most authentic that you can be, sharing value to your clients, providing knowledge about credit and credit report, keeping your business organic. Be direct and clear, and most importantly, do the work that they pay you for. Love the message, Keyla.
It was also good.
I know. All right, so here's someone saying pick me, Keyla. All right, so we got to pick one. It's between number 3 or number 4.
Number three.
All right, we got you here. So it's going to be, I'm going to put this one here. This one. So you are the winner. So Maria, make sure that this person, we get a hold of who they are and give them the $50 cash prize. If anybody has any last minute questions for Keyla, tell us now or forever hold your peace. Oh, here we go. We've got some more questions coming in. Okay. So what do you do during the consultation with your clients? What does that consist of?
Sure. So it's first I like to start with the icebreaker, right? You don't want to just get into a consultation. Okay, well, here's your credit, ask them what state they're in, ask them the goal for the credit repair, right? Are they trying to buy a house? Are they trying a car? Are they coming, bouncing back from a bankruptcy? You want to be very specific so you can tailor their needs, right? So you start with the icebreaker and you tell them a little bit about yourself as well. So it's not as awkward, right? Because you remember you're strangers. So after the icebreaker, then we do a full credit analysis real time. So once they pull the reports, I literally go line item by line item, but I break it out into pieces. So I start with the personal information section, stress the importance of that, go to the summary, and then trade line by trade line. I ask a lot of questions during this process because I want to understand what happened so I can be very honest with them and, give them guidelines on, what to do, post me, right? So if they say they had a charge off for $1,000 and they just, were late on payments and they didn't know how to manage their funds, that's something that we need to work on. You put yourself on auto pay, try to be more financially conscious of your spending. And then I always give them the little limit trick of, always do 30% and under, ideally 10%, just so they don't repeat the same mistakes.
And with Smart Credit, you can also have them put in all their cards or their bank accounts and all their financial information inside of their money manager feature, so they can also keep track of their finances that way. So that's also alerts them of like payments they're due and all of that, so that they don't get late in the future, even after you're done with the work that you're doing with them. It's also a great way to build, the residual income with us after you're done with the work. They're going to need that feature. They're going to need the identity theft insurance, because we can all be victims of that at any time. So those are really two great key points to keep them sticky, so that, let's say, 3 years down the line, imagine how many customers you're going to have there, and that's just passive income that comes in every month that you're not having to actively work for, right?
Right.
The best part. Here we have a question. What do you charge? Is there a fee scale?
A fee, so it depends on client complexity, right? My focus is, being affordable. So if they do partner with Smart Credit, I do give them a discount on the origination fee. Origination is usually $69 to $99, and then my monthly fee is $59 to $69 max. I want to make it affordable.
Awesome, perfect. Well, let's see, Kayla, do you have any last comments, any last piece of advice that you want to give the audience before we close out? I think we've gotten all the questions. If I didn't see your question, type it in now before we close out.
The biggest thing is just to be authentic, right? These are people who have experienced hardship, have experienced something really scary in their life for them to even come to you. So if you're open and honest and you're real, you're not just a company just trying to remove negative items in hopes the credit bureaus doesn't respond. You want to teach them how to not let this happen again. So be on them with, make sure that they know how to budget properly. Give them all the tools so they never need to come back.
And also, as you were saying that, I think that because you genuinely care and you're teaching them, like, pretty much how not to need you again, I think that's another way to really get referrals, because you're genuinely helping them, you're helping their credit, but you're also helping them with the financial education and the tools that they need to move forward with their life and hopefully never be in that situation again. So when you do that for somebody, they're going to remember that. They're going to remember that you cared. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And so when they know somebody that's in the same situation, you're definitely going to be top of mind. And especially if you're always putting out content too, you're going to be top of mind as well.
Right. And, I definitely try to relate to all my followers, right? Did I always have perfect credit? No. There was one point where I used to overdraft my bank account to pay bills, and where I would used to really feel very sorry and angry. So if I could help somebody not feel like that, then I'm going to do it.
And here we have a question. I know we put this on earlier, but how can we follow you?
How can you follow me? Mm-hmm. I'm on TikTok. It's iKeyli, IKEYLI. My Instagram is Katz Credit Solutions. Those are my main two. I have a YouTube, Keyla Katz. But yeah, you can see my silly TikTok dances with credit captions on it.
Well, thank you for making credit fun again. So Kayla, thank you for your time today. I know you're very busy, and congratulations on your very fast success. I'm sure you're gonna just 2021 is going to be an amazing year for you. You're set up for it. So thank you again for your time, and thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you got some value, that you learned something that you can implement in your business. And remember, we'll have another partner spotlight again next month. It's the last Tuesday of every month. And if you have any questions about how to join with Smart Credit, make sure that you reach out to your account rep, and they will let you know all the details about the current promotion that we've got going. So again, Kayla, thank you for your time, and thanks everyone. Bye.